All my life, I've experienced betrayal. At first, everything goes well. Our goals and values seem to align. But as soon as I begin to trust someone, I'm betrayed. It has happened with my husband at work and again in my personal life. It feels like an endless cycle. Could you explain the pattern behind this? I've heard you speak about Fenrir. Is it connected? And how can I break free from this cycle? It hurts so much. Every time it's the same story. Colleague, think back to what we discussed at the beginning of the course about the different levels of alignment. Remember, the problem is that you've been mistaking wishful thinking for reality. You were aligned on one of the lower levels, or perhaps on several of them, but there was no alignment on the higher ones. You assumed those higher levels would somehow fall into place on their own, or that they simply weren't that important, or perhaps you believed the alignment was there when it wasn't. You need to pay attention. You already know where your vulnerability lies, which subtle bodies are affected, the causal body and the Buddhic body. From now on, whenever you encounter someone, a person, a group of people, an idea, a teaching, a book, an author, you should first ask yourself whether the ideas of this person, this system, this teaching are in agreement with your Buddhic body. Are these your ideas? Are these truly your convictions? If you find that the answer is no, keep your distance. Don't even begin, because that level is beyond a person's conscious control, at least for now. That's how you find your own people. You need to share the same values. Once that's in place, that person will be so unmistakably one of your own that everything else will become irrelevant. What they look like, how they smell, how old they are, whether it's one person or many, what language they speak, it doesn't matter. What matters is an absolute core-to-core alignment of values. Everything else will fall into place. Simple as that. You had your priorities in the wrong order and life is teaching you to correct them. Why do you keep stepping on the same rake over and over again? It has shovel written on it. So you pick it up and believe the label, but it's still the same rake. And every single time you fall for the label, you don't even look a little deeper to realize it's the same old familiar faces. Just because someone has slapped a new label on it and put a higher price tag on it doesn't turn those old, all too familiar rakes into a pole vault. Even if it says pole vault pole on it,